The soft life is everywhere, isn't it, sis? The silk robes, the perfectly arranged brunch plates, the serene vacation views. And while there's beauty in that, it's not the full story, not for us. And if we're being really honest, not always for you, dark melanin sis. Because the world has rarely looked at your skin and offered you softness first. For dark melanin women, real softness isn't a lifestyle trend. It's a powerful act of reclaiming what was never freely given to you. Rest so deep, so restorative, that a world that decided you were built for strength, not tenderness, just can't touch it. So if you've ever felt that bone-weary exhaustion that a bubble bath cannot fix, stay with me. Today we're going beyond the pretty pictures. We're finding out what really lies beyond the silk robe. Let's be real. The soft life can feel complicated for dark melanin women especially. The world expects you to be the backbone for everyone, your family, your community, your church, and rarely questions whether that's fair. It sells you luxury as the answer, when what you actually need is liberation. For generations, black women have been handed the strong black woman script, but dark melanin women carry an even heavier version. Zora Neale Hurston wrote that black women were made the mule of the world, and dark melanin sis, that weight has fallen on your shoulders in ways even that truth didn't fully name. That lie got written into how people treated you, in the workplace, in relationships, in the church, and sometimes into how you learn to treat yourself. That armor is heavy, sis. Your body has been sending signals, the headaches, the sleepless nights, the knot in your stomach, and you've been trained to ignore all of it. But God did not create you to be a machine. He created you to be a woman. And that means you were made for rest too. If there's one thing you carry from this video, let it be this. Rest is not laziness. It is not indulgence. It is obedience. In Genesis, God rested on the seventh day, not because he was tired, but because rest was designed into creation as something sacred. Your need for it isn't weakness, dark melanin sis. It's alignment with how you were made. Every shade, every tone, every woman the world tried to make invincible instead of human. Jesus says in Matthew 11:28, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." He didn't say earn it. He said, come. That invitation belongs to you just as much as anyone else. And Psalm 23 tells us he makes me lie down, not asks, makes. Because he knows what you've been carrying, even when nobody else saw it. That kind of softness requires something to protect it. The name for that protection is boundaries. Think of a boundary not as a wall, but as a gate you control. Dark melanin women are often taught that boundaries are a luxury they can't afford, that being needed meant being valued. But when you absorb everyone else's pain like a sponge, you end up empty. The guilt you feel when you rest, that was taught to you. You were not born with it. You can put it down. It looks like saying no without a long explanation. I won't be able to make that happen is a complete sentence. It looks like letting the phone ring when you don't have the energy. And get comfortable with someone else's discomfort. People who've benefited from your giving will always call your limits selfish. That's not conviction. That's inconvenience. Once you protect your peace, you create space for deep rest. And this is so much more than sleep sensory rest. Unplugging on purpose. Phone off. Laptop closed. A walk without headphones. Just listening. Creative rest. Doing things that light you up just because. The parts of you that exist purely for joy, not for someone else's benefit. Social rest, investing in people who see you fully, who pour back into you, who don't only come when they need something strong to lean on. And spiritual rest, the deepest kind. Dark melanin sis. When you've been in survival mode so long, stillness can feel dangerous. That's not a character flaw. That's what caring too much does to a woman's spirit. But the more you practice being still before God, the safer that stillness becomes. This is where he restores what the world tried to take. This is where the peace that surpasses all understanding lives. And it has always had your name on it. Drop in the comments and type, "Rest is holy," if this spoke to something you've been carrying. And tell me, what's one area where God has been calling you to slow down? Your honesty might be the permission slip another sister has been waiting for. Dark Melanin. Sis, your softness is not weakness. It is your God-given birthright. True rest is not a reward. It is essential. And God says you were made for it. Be that woman.